Hi, my name is Sunday. In this video, I will be showing you how to update PHP version for your WordPress site using cPanel. Let's get started. A bit of context, I had just logged on to my WordPress website and I was presented with the PHP update notice. Here's one from WordPress. It says website is running an updated version of PHP on which WordPress might stop working in the future. And here it says we recommend upgrading to 8.1 or greater. And also, while I was going through my plugin list, I also saw a similar prompt by the Metapixel for WordPress plugin. It says there's a new version of Metapixel for WordPress available, but it does not work with the version of PHP. So this also says I need to update my PHP version. If I also go to the Add Plugins menu, I notice that some plugins are showing me this prompt saying this plugin does not work with your version of PHP. And that's actually because I've not updated my PHP version in a while. In some cases, web hosts manage the PHP version and automatically update the PHP versions for their users. But in my case, my web host hasn't done that, which means I have to manually update my PHP version. First things first, you can check your PHP version by going to Tools, Site Help, click on the Info tab. So once you click on the Info tab, you scroll down and click on Server, and here you should see your PHP version. So I'm currently on PHP 7.4, which is an outdated PHP version. Now, updating to the latest version of PHP helps your site run faster, and it also keeps your website secure. So next, we are going to see how to update PHP version for WordPress using cPanel. Now, while I'm showing you this example for WordPress, the same process applies to Joomla, to Drupal, and every other content management system or script. So let's go ahead and update this site PHP version using cPanel. So for the next step, I'm just going to go to cPanel. I had already logged into my cPanel account. So usually to log into cPanel, you simply visit your website /cPanel. So you go to visit your domain /cPanel. When you purchase a cPanel hosting, you get some emails, and one of those emails will include your cPanel login details. It will be your username and your password. And once you go to your domain /cPanel, you just basically have to use that, use those details to log in. If you don't know your cPanel details, what you can do is to log into your web hosting account. And if it's a cPanel hosting, you see a button that says log into cPanel, or that simply says cPanel. Once you click that, it's going to automatically log you into cPanel. And once you log into cPanel, you're going to see a page like this with the cPanel logo. And it might look like this, or it might be slightly different based on the cPanel theme your web host has activated, but you're going to see options that are similar to this. Now, once you are in cPanel, what you want to do is to use the search feature right here and simply search for PHP, and you're going to see multi-PHP manager. That's the option you want to locate, the multi-PHP manager. Now, mind you, you can also scroll down and find this, but it's easier to just search. So since we've seen the multi-PHP manager here, we simply just need to click on it and just give it a few seconds to load. Now, once it loads, we're going to be presented with the domain names on this account. So for you, it might be one domain. For me, I have multiple domains on this cPanel account, and all of them are showing up here. So what I want to do is to locate the domain that I want to update the PHP version for. So if I want to update the PHP version for all of these domains, I just have to click here and then choose the PHP version that I want here and click apply. But I simply want to do this for my personal site, sondocapture.com. So I'm just going to select that domain, sondocapture.com. On that PHP version, I will choose 8.1 and click on apply, and just give it a moment to make the changes. Great. It says successfully applied PHP version 8.1. And now if I go back to my website, starting with WordPress that was showing the notice, if I refresh this page, you're going to see that this notice is going to go away right there. And if I also go back to other places like the plugins page, and if I try to add new plugin, or if I refresh this, you're going to see that notice is going to go away. So if I search for Meta Pixel, you see that notice is no longer there. And we can also check the site current PHP version by going to Tools, Site Help, clicking on the Info tab, and next we'll just click on Server, and here you see the site is now on PHP 8.1.30. So we've successfully updated this site PHP to 8.1. So that's how to update PHP version for WordPress using cPanel. If you find this video helpful, please go ahead and like it, share with your friends, and support me by subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.